Hello and welcome back. I told y'all I was going to be making some videos and I am sticking to it. This is probably my third day in a row recording. Yeah, not too bad. So yeah, let's get with it. Today we're going to be installing some side stripes on the Miata. I've had this car registered for a whole 2 days now. And by golly, it is time for some graphics. Yeah. So I'm going to be installing some side stripes in this video. And right after, I'm going to show you how to install a windshield banner as well, as I've got that cut too. So this banner, this is actually a brand new design. I had a custom request for it and I decided that I'm going to add it to the website as well. So I'll have a link for that down below if you like the style of this. Using here, included with this, I have with me my handy dandy installation bundle that includes includes a small washer bottle, the spinning whoosh X-Acto blade, and a very, very well used spinning whoosh squeegee. I've had this sucker through many installs, but it's got me through and I'm going to use it again today. So this is just kind of a prep today going into its very first Miata meet coming up this Sunday. Very excited for that. As well as Miata's at the Gap prep still going in as well too. So I figure I'd kind of show off the new apparel for this here. The Miata's in the Mountains shirt. Looks something like this. Yeah? Yeah. I'll put the info more on the screen for this as well. My pre-sales for this have closed, but I will have plenty of bundles available for purchase at Miata's at the Gap, which is August 7th through the 9th. But without further ado, without me just blabbering on even more, let's go ahead and get started installing these stripes. Let's do it. All right, let's go ahead and get started with this thing. So first thing first is probably the most important step is cleaning the surface thoroughly. If you have any dirt underneath this vinyl, it's absolutely going to show through and it's going to look like shit. And then step two, you're going to want to take off the clips from your fender liners. If your car still has fender liners, this is still a prime example of an OEM car that hasn't really been all too molested. So gonna pop those off. I've tried unscrewing them previously and they do not want to come out, so I've just been cracking them off, and I have replacements anyways, so I'm gonna take those off, spray it all along, and get it nice and cleaned up. Let's do it. All right, now that I've got the surface all cleaned up thoroughly, I've got my side stripes here, and the next part is to line it all up. So one additional thing I know you will need for this is blue tape, or any standard tape, just to kind of prop it up. For this, I am going to use a hinged method, as I have referred to in several of my other videos, which basically just involves putting a large piece of center tape down the center where you're going to install one side followed by the other side. So let's start with this first. Let's go ahead and pop these up. And so with the NB here, you have this this rock guard line, and I'm going to go ahead and try and line this up as well as possible to this line, and I need to line up the back end of where the checkers are, and this is about how I'm gonna line this up. Yeah, it'll be something like that, and something like that. So for this, I'll just apply the first top piece. You'll need an additional piece as well. Okay, so you can kind of see here just by pulling it back. I love these glasses. They are so handy for doing installation videos like this. They really are. There's something. Okay, I'll just put this right about there. And I'm going to continue down and do the same down there. I'm just going to assume this is still lined up. It's a little low now. Oh, now it's really high. What I'm saying, man. All right. So I don't know which part's more important, the cleaning or the lining, because, well, you can pull off dirty stripes, but if side stripes are crooked, well, that is most certainly going to know from a distance. Let's see, one solid example of this that comes to mind is there was a newer Mustang in one of my old neighborhoods, and it had crooked stripes, and I would see this thing every day and be like, man, I really want to fix that guy's stripes. It's just, it's a shame when they come out crooked because it's a straight line that goes down your car. So, I do like this rock guard that this NB has. I'm so used to installing stripes on NAs that has that center line that goes down the door line, follows the front to the back. So this is set. This is all lined up. I'm going to go ahead and remove the backing up into this point, chop off that backing paper, go ahead and lay it down using some water. So, yep. All right, with these tools in hand and my beer as well, I'm going to go ahead and start the first half of this stripe. So simply be removing the backing paper. Oh, well, that's no good. That's no good at all. So sometimes with vinyl decals, the backing paper likes to stick and rip. You kind of just have to grab it at the right angle, and you can remove it off. Luckily, this shouldn't affect too much. It's just an annoyance, and I do apologize. This is basically because it was cut a bit too deep here in-house is what causes that. But for the most part, you should be able to save it if that happens. But I like it when little mishaps like that happen on film, because then I can show you what to do in case it does to help fix it. So this, you want to make sure you have a very sharp blade for cutting this. Otherwise, if you have a dull blade, you're going to have a bunch of paper particles sticking to your vinyl. You don't want that. So that is a nice clean cut. I mean, for a little more, I see some, but it's fine. The next step will be to spritz. So you don't want to get this wet. If you get this part wet and you put your vinyl over it, the wet paper will stick to your vinyl. Simple enough. So I'm going to start spritzing right around here. And this bottle, I mean, it works very well. You don't need a lot of water for this. Just need enough. All right. I'm going to go ahead. And I'm just going to go from here and squeegee it on down. That's all it takes here. That is it. It looks like it lined up maybe a pinch too low. That can happen. Try and pull it up a little higher. I don't think it's really gonna, yeah, it's not gonna affect too much. That's okay. So long as it comes out even, that's all that really matters. So, just gonna squeegee all the way down and then work your way up and down, getting out all of that excess water. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, so after that's done, and I don't want to let this sit too long because the water can soak towards the paper. And like I said, you don't want to get that paper wet. So, go ahead. Oh, I started to pull the vinyl with the paper. So I press that and let it get tacked back down to the transfer tape. And it looks like this side will come off nice and smoothly for me. You can see the indentation, so it is cut a bit too deep, unfortunately, but not enough to really affect things, luckily. All right, go ahead, spritz. There we go. Oh, for good measure. Yep. All right. Like I said, I'm taking her out too. First Miata meet, Tampa Bay Miatas meet tomorrow in the morning. And I didn't want her to go naked. So, we'll put a little vinyl on it. Make it look good. So, as I was saying, this is a new style side stripe I've been playing with. And I want to see how it worked on my own car as well. I've decided to do this in a beige color. This is not a color I offer on my website, but if you're interested in it, I can absolutely use it. You'll just send me an email and I can set up an order for you. But yes, I will have this particular side stripe design available on my site with a link in the comments if you're interested in this design. The passenger side has the Roadster text mirrored. This is a kind of a JDM, a Japanese style, where they'll take the opposite side of the livery and basically just mirror it so that it is symmetrical on both sides. It's really a unique look. I've always enjoyed that. So, all right, this is about finished here. Yeah. Go ahead and start a new camera capture as I remove the backing paper, but I just want to make sure this is all nice and squeegee down here so that when I remove the tape, the vinyl's not going to come up with it. You don't want that. I'm going to hold on that. Well, actually, I'm going to start from this side. Let's do that. I'll keep this in the hand, have a drink. Best out of your nerves, of course. All right, so this is removing the application tape from the vinyl. There you have it. Start pulling it down. Probably gonna get a heat gun on some of this, wanting to stay up. Basically, this type of vinyl just doesn't want to contort as nicely as it should. That's okay. A little bit of heat will make everything better. So just going nice and slow with this, pulling the application tape against itself, and any pieces that come up with it, you just catch and push back down. As I said, there's still a bit of water here. I will use a heat gun to basically dry up any excess water, heat the vinyl, and help bake it to activate the adhesive. It's not really a necessary measure, but it definitely helps to have a heat gun around. Or if you're a Miata owner, you know damn well you got yourself a hairdryer laying around. Yep, gotta use that joke. Gotta use it. So that didn't want to stay down, but like I said, you kind of just press it back down and make it stay. All right, here's one last one. Just press that back down, make it stay. All right, we're gonna trim that part anyway, so that's not a biggie. What do you think? So this tan I figure will match the emblems and matches the interior. It's not as a harsh color on this dark material like a white would be, and not as harsh as a yellow. I was considering yellow too, but I like this. It's different. Yeah. All right, we'll pull this up just to have that back down. All right. Yeah, it just didn't want to conform around that corner as good as it should. That's okay. I'm gonna go around, press it through here, inside your wheel well. And I'm gonna get my blade and give that a good trim along through there as well. Yep. But you don't want to tuck it around. That was a mistake I used to make. It's just kind of tucking it in there. Basically, it runs the risk of it pulling back, and then if it's flapping around, it could pull up and ruin the whole thing in time. I don't think I really ever had that issue personally, but I could see it happening. And then I'll cut a little hole for that push pin to be put back in there. But yeah. All right. Make a nice even cut here. There we go. And another one here. I'm going to do this cut closer to the door. Again, just making sure you have a nice blade. I have a lot of the blade pulled out right now just to make sure I'm using a new one down here rather than an old used up here. So that is an important one for that nice clean cut there. But, all right, let me just peel that back down there. Yep. There we go. By George, that's some side stripes right there. Oh yeah. Can't wait to take it out and take some pictures tomorrow. The new design on. And I'm also tonight going to be installing a windshield banner. So if you stay tuned, I'm probably going to make it into a separate video. But I've got a nice banner. I want to do a quick little install video on that as well. It's one of my old school spinning whoosh Miata M banners. It's a really cool look. Yeah. But yeah, definitely tune into the next video for that. And I think that should about wrap things up. All right. So this is how to install some side stripes. Again, I'll have a link below for where to purchase these stripes or other designs that I have. But this installation method is fairly universal throughout just about any vehicle. Yeah. Man, I remember years ago, again, story time. I remember years ago, the very first installation video I watched, God, I want to say it was Garage Star. I don't think they're around anymore. But they cut their stripes into threes, and they would place it in 3 different places, and then you have to line it up. And I'm like, I did it. I actually used this method my very first time. It was such a pain in the ass. I'm pretty sure like my last piece here like came out a little crooked. Just put it as a whole. Like this works perfectly. I've never had an issue. They always come out straight. Right. Yep. Okay. Oh, we talking too much shit and that comes out all crooked looking, but yeah. Well, I hope this video was entertaining for you and maybe you learned something new. If you drop me a little like and subscription or whatnot, I sure would appreciate it. My name's Scott. This is Spinning Whoosh. This is my new project, Miata. I got plenty more coming. And again, I'm also going to have more t-shirts coming out too. So, put it on the screen here. Got to promote. All right. I'll see you in the next one.